Okay, so the topic that our presenter assigned to or tasked to discuss is about uh, research problem, objectives, and hypotheses. No, each research study always begins with the identification of problem that needs exploration. In the field of public administration, this problem often emerges from persistent challenges in governance, no? Policy, implementation, or service delivery. So this will be the main focus actually for public administration student or researchers. No? Uh, Unlike abstract issues, no, in the natural sciences, public administration research problems must address no, practical governance concern that affect citizens, institutions, and the state itself. The research problem is not merely a topic of interest, but is a clearly defined gap in knowledge no, or practice no, that requires systematic investigation. For instance, the persistence of bureaucratic inefficiency despite administrative reforms represent a problem worth investigating. Similarly, the inability of transparency initiative to foster citizen trust raises a critical governance issue that doctoral research in public administration must tackle. No? Ang dami ngayon na available sa when it comes dun sa mga issues no in concerns in our government. Let's say for example, maybe everyone are aware with regards to sa mga contractors no ng mga para sa flood control no. And we have some issues about dun sa ICC with former President Duterte. So we have a lot of things no to think and to consider in crafting your own research no. So in defining the research problem, no, scholars are expected to locate the issue no, within a theoretical public administration theory, no, which provides lenses no, such as a new public management, public value governance, or institutionalism, which I believe helps explain why certain governance problems exist. No? Let's say, for example, no, as I mentioned, no, the new public management uh, our new public management suggests no, that applying private sector efficiency measures in government no, can enhance performance, but critics argue it sometimes reduces equality no, and accountability. Now, I believe no, a well formulated research problem must also demonstrate societal relevance. No? Public administration research is applied in nature, thus, the outcomes are expected to inform reforms no, in governance and contribute to improving democratic institutions. As a study on leadership effectiveness no, in local government, for instance, should not only test leadership theories but also suggest ways of improving citizen service delivery. So, following the identification of the problem, the researchers articulates objectives, no, concrete and measurable goals that guide the study. So, objectives are very important because they translate broad problems into specific research action, and they ensure the investigation remains structured and feasible while addressing the identified gaps. No? In public administration, objectives are often multidimensional po. No? Mas commonly, no? They can aim to assess the efficiency, how fast and cost-effective services are, effectiveness, no? The quality no? And appropriateness of services, no? Equity, no? Whether services are distributed fairly, and responsiveness, how quickly institutions address citizen needs. And these objectives ensure that research aligns with the broader values of public service. An example of a research objective in the context of, could be, let's say, for example, we are also starting with two, no? To evaluate the relationship between digital governance initiatives and citizen trust in local government units. No? And these objectives no, reflects the linkage between a modern governance innovation, like digital tools, and a perennial administrative concern, yung citizen trust. Beyond objectives, scholars formulate research question to narrow down the inquiry. And this question act as the compass of the study, providing a focus pathway for data collection and analysis. Let's say, for example, one may ask, how do transformational leadership practices influence employee engagement in government agencies? No? So, the framing of research question in public administration frequently follows established frameworks such as FINER. No? Ano yung FINER? Feasible, interesting, novel, ethical, and relevant. And, syempre, it must be smart. No? It must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These frameworks ensure that questions are rigorous, practical, and relevant to both academic and governance community. So, again, in framing your research question, better for us to consider these frameworks, FINER and SMART. So, FINER is feasible, it must be interesting, novel, ethical, and relevant. And SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant or reliable, and time-bound. So now, one research question are posed. The next step is developing hypotheses. Uh, Testable statements that predict expected relationship between variables in public administration. Hypotheses often link governance innovation to outcomes such as trust, accountability, and or efficiency. For instance, one could hypothesize that the adoption of e-governance system positively influence citizen trust in local government through enhanced transparency. Imagine enhanced transparency. And this kind of hypothesis bridges technology, governance theory, and citizen behavior, making it both academically valuable and policy relevant. Hypotheses in public administration are formed by both theory, empirical observation. Okay? Institutional theories may suggest that a stronger organizational rules improves accountability, while leadership theories might predict that transformational leaders increase staff morale and productivity. Testing this hypothesis provides evidence that can validate, refine, and challenge this theoretical perspective. Moreover, hypothesis must be falsifiable, capable of doing supported or refuted by empirical evidence. Let's say, for example, if data reveals no significant relationship between e-governance and citizen trust, the hypothesis is refuted, but the study still contributes valuable insights about contextual factors like digital literacy or political culture. Again, in your field, research problems and hypotheses often carry significant practical implication, as what I have mentioned earlier. Unlike purely academic inquiries, the findings of data or the findings of Doctor of Public Administration level research should guide reforms, take note of it, inform policy decisions, and strengthen public institutions. And this application-oriented nature distinguishes doctoral research and administration from other fields. An example of a practical implication is seen in leadership studies. If a study confirms that transformational leadership increases employee commitment, then it meant to say that leadership training programs can be institutionalized within government agencies. So this demonstrates how hypotheses lead not only to theory validation but also to real governance reforms. Another implications is evident in policy implementation studies. If research confirms that citizen participation enhances policy outcomes, local government units can be encouraged to design participatory mechanism such as town hall meetings, digital platforms for feedback, or civil society partnership. And this evidence-based recommendations strengthen democratic governance. No? So, thus, the integration of research problem objectives and hypotheses ensures that doctoral level research in public administration remains both theoretically grounded and practically relevant. No? Each component works interdependently to frame a rigorous inquiry that can withstand academic scrutiny while directly informing governance practice. No? So, take note, no? Research in public administration contributes to both knowledge building and problem solving through clearly identifying governance challenges, no? Setting actionable objectives in testing hypotheses. Doctoral scholars create research outputs that advance academic discourse while offering solutions that enhance efficiency, accountability, and citizen trust in public administration.